screen share. I'm gonna give you that opportunity. Cool. We live. All right, y'all. Listen, it's been a while since we've done a real no Wellin episode. I mean, we've had game cast after game cast after game cast. We've seen some incredible games, including last night. We're getting back to the essence today, and we'll probably break out into some live games at some point today too. But for now, we're back. Regular No Wellin, season 2, episode 6. And today, look to my left. You can see that we have another first-time guest. This guy's been in the league for a handful of years now. Started out humble beginnings with the New York Giants. I remember way back when. And ever since then, gotten pretty damn good, to be real with y'all. Like, to be real, came from the lowest level at bad NFC East, make the playoffs and lose like 41-zip, 62-3, whatever the case might be. But now we're talking about a guy who's squarely in the top 15. He's improved. He's beaten multiple people, including myself, along the way. And for that, all I can say is congratulations and respect. So, without further ado, I don't even know what teams you've been, but I know this. We have a former 2-time MVP winner in the house with the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know it.
Former New York Giants, like I said before. You been to Cowboys before, Will?
Nah. Patriots one time.
Patriots. Former New England Patriots.
The Eagles with Kareem.
Yeah.
The Eagles, and then I think the Giants, and then now because this is only the 4th time we've played with the year off, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, we've come a long way.
A long way. So without further ado, the current Kansas City Chiefs, and I must say, Mr. Will, welcome to No Wellin, goddammit. What's up?
What's up, man? Glad to be here finally, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a while. Never really got a chance to, do this and talk my shit. So I'm good at it. I'm good at talking that shit, as you rub some people the wrong way, but it is what it is.
Beautiful though.
But we here. That's it.
Yes, sir. So yeah, it's good to have you on. Like I love when, especially like guys who I haven't been able to have on the show before. It helps like get them exposure to the league, so forth and so on. So I'm glad you're here. We just came off a game, just had a game. I was just telling you this. I just woke up. I'm tired as hell. I just woke up. I saw the beginning and the end of the Pittsburgh and Jets game, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like what?
There's some, and these are good players for the most part, and they're making some questionable decisions. But it seems to be par for the course this year. I mean, including myself and everyone else. I was looking at that interception list, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But it's a thing.
Yeah.
Thing. But I mean, Nick won and Beat lost. I think Beat needs a quarterback. I don't know if he can continue with Pickett, man. That shit struggle, man. That shit is bad.
The thing with Pickett is unusable for these reasons. Number one, it's just me. Let me give him a disclaimer. The thoughts and the statements that are made on this show are only a reflection of what I think what my guests may think. We are not saying that what we say on this show is agreed universally by the league, and it doesn't have to be. That's why I bring everyone here, because if it's not, y'all can talk about whatever or talk about whatever, however you so choose. You can express your opinion, all that. So I'm saying this, and this is just me talking. Kenny Pickett is unusable for these reasons. Number one, 85 throw power is unacceptable. Like straight away, automatically, no consideration. That's why I'm looking. I was contemplating, before I realized what I was contemplating tanking for a quarterback this first draft. I wasn't necessarily high on Davis Mills, but now looking at the whole landscape, I'll probably start him season 2. But I would not start Kenny Pickett from season 1, regardless if I was Pittsburgh. Number 2, he's old. He's like 24. Like, imagine
there's no development.
Burrow, where like you get the Super Bowl appearance and now he's all like boom, and number 1 pick, and he's a older number one pick. I think he's like 25 or 26 himself, but he's good actually. He's actually good. Kenny Pickett, like by the time you even think you can develop him, that boy gonna be 26 years old. It's time to go to the next quarterback.
Right.
Um,
There's only like his attributes. The speed is there,
right.
but you got to be able to use that and know, and not everyone can. Like,
Yeah, and it's almost like like those undrafted free agent quarterbacks that come in the draft, like and people will pick them up just like the third string because they got like an 84 speed or a
yeah. He's
whatever.
probably real, he's a better real life quarterback than he is Madden. Sure, no,
it's like,
but I mean, he also fucked up by picking Pittsburgh. Like, fuck home.
yeah. Like,
let's compete, man. Like, no. But
he's loyal.
Yeah, no, I respect it. It just can't be me.
Yeah, like he's loyal, maybe to a fault. Like now, I give him credit because he's at least trying to like funnel his offense through Najee a little bit.
Man, that man's a workhorse, man. I'm praying he don't get hurt because you got Benny Snell or whoever else behind him. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, like I mean,
at one point he ran like, I don't know if you saw that last drive, but it was like I think like maybe 8 or 9 like no huddle plays back to back, like without stopping. And I think Najee got the ball like 7 or 8 times. And it wasn't until the 2-minute warning where he finally got like, oh shit. I was waiting for that injury, dog. I'm like, man, I hope it don't happen, bro. But that shit was like, I felt bad. Like, I posted the picture of that Popeyes worker where he was like,
yeah.
That's what I think of. Like, man, this dude's stressing out, man.
we gotta touch on that also. I'm gonna come right back to that. But yeah, like I remember I was getting like the cold out my eye probably whenever I told you I was going to be booting up this computer. So I was probably like less than an hour ago. And I woke up. I'm like, I'm not seeing it, obviously. I'm hearing it because I had on the TV.
Yeah.
Hearing it. And I feel bad because every time Nick plays for some reason, coincidentally, it's nothing to do with him, but coincidentally, I go to sleep. Same way across the bed, my legs are hanging off. And then when I wake up, like, 30, 40 minutes later, my legs be hurting because they're hanging off the bed. So I'm like, shit, I'm getting old. I gotta readjust or just sleep the right way. But I woke up and I think I saw him winning, but I'm still kind of tired. I'm still asleep. And I heard, I think he threw a pick, and then B threw a pick, and Nick got the ball back and ran the clock out. I was like, the game just started crazy and it ended crazy.
It definitely did. It definitely did. It was like, so he got the pick or something. It was like first down or one timeout left. It was over. The game was over. He already said good game in the chat, and he runs a play action. And he throws the ball incomplete. I'm like, what the fuck? And then on second down, he runs it and he fumbles. And it's like, and then B threw a pick to the lineman like right after. It was just wild shit. Like, it's just like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, as I tell them every day at some point or another, situations matter. Situational football matters. Game management matters, guys. Like Triple G said, guys, right? Guys, game management matters, okay? Like, please, half of these.
I don't know, dude, but Bengals,
man,
but like I fuck with them. I don't got nothing against them, but sus game management. I don't know if you just want to keep engaged and you want to keep the other person around, or it's just it's crazy.
Like, I couldn't even pick him this week, even though he's playing Brandon. That's
B's a bum. Brandon B, like Miami Dolphins. He's a bum. But he'll probably still win because Bengals will make some, and all he wants to do is throw the chase. And
right, exactly.
You stop that, and it's a wrap.
Yeah, so it's just like sometimes I pick games just off of who I think is gonna make the less amount of mistakes, like Evan and Bean earlier. There's no reason why Matt Ryan threw 3 pick sixes. There is no reason why he threw 3 of them. 3, like.
Yeah, that was the difference in the game. If you look at the final score,
exactly.
Look at the difference in the score. Yeah.
Again, I say, guys, tighten this shit up, please. Anyway, let's talk about you because it's been a while and we have some stuff planned. But first, I just want to aside from today's games, you're Kansas City, and let's
One and
talk
two.
about that. Like, so you had with the 10th pick in the draft, you went with the Chiefs, like, and of course you had like a wealth of teams there. I was a little jealous, as I was of most people in the draft. But yeah, like what was the difference maker between Kansas City? 'Cause I thought you were going to Dallas. I thought it was like, oh, we got a
Yeah.
squad. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why
No,
did
like
you?
I Patrick Mahomes, honestly, not that I'm using him right now. Anyway, that's another story. We're we're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the best team. I mean, I was in I wasn't like I was out of town and I was like not available during the draft. So I had sent 5 teams to seize, that I wanted or whatever. And they were number two. Um Obviously looking at the top 9 people before me, I'm like, there's no way that I thought they were gonna get there.
Right.
But my number one team was the Bengals.
Okay.
And the number two was the Chiefs.
Mm.
So I think the Bengals went 9.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck. So I was like, damn, fuck it, let's go Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and you got Hardman again. Just still learning how to use these dudes, but the Chiefs just made sense, especially with the X factor, D line, Chris Jones, like
Mm-hmm.
they and they got some good young pieces. They got cap space somehow, some way. They got cap space right now, and they had a couple picks that they got like second and thirds or whatever, or fourth, I think, from the Tyreek trade. So
Yeah.
it just made sense. Dallas just wasn't it for me. They lack on skill players,
True. That's fair.
and I like I'm gonna keep it real. I'm decent. I think I'm decent at Madden, but I can't do that with the Lions. Like I don't feel like I could compete, the way I would want to with a lesser team. And I want to win, and I want to win now.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to win next year and the year before, and like the year after that. Because if this shit falls apart, then what? I spent the whole I spent the whole season with a trash ass team for nothing. Like, no, I ain't doing that. That's why, like, shout out to Nick for picking the Jets when he did, but I'm not doing that. No, like I want to win, and the Chiefs just made a lot of sense. So I hadn't had a chance to play. I think the game came out a week before we drafted. I think something like that.
I think
It was
so.
kind of like a blind, like, oh, let's see what happens, and we still got some building to do, got some labbing to do, and get better. But yeah, the Chiefs just made the most sense. I like to throw the ball, and I like to run too, but throwing is fun.
Yeah, like it was a good pick. Like it surprised me in what it kind of I guess told and showed me when I saw it. I was like, okay, like
And
because
I love throwing to the tight end.
in that too, right? Like
Kelsey there, it was a no brainer, honestly, at that point. For me to
yeah,
pick them, like with
it
with,
was
with the Bengals being gone, it was on them.
like a sign to me that I saw it. I'm like, oh, like it felt like a graduation of sorts because I feel like a lot of the players now that come up in the ranks like you did over the past few years, like they start out as like those guys that run the ball a lot, and some people don't really get out of that. They don't get out of that room, right? Like
Right.
Phil, for example. Phil been running the ball 80% of the time for years, and now granted he'll have games where he goes like 9 for 11 passing the ball because he's running it so well. He throw for like 250, 2 touchdowns, no picks. But then if you just get him in a deep water to where he has to throw, like I would say probably like about 80% of the league, if he has to throw the ball, it's over before it started. Like
Yeah.
it's numerous people like that. But when I saw you pick Kansas City, I was like, okay, like he like really trying to make the jump, like really trying to.
I mean, you can't be a one trick pony, right? Like you
Right.
gotta be able to evolve and shit. And I'm trying to do it. I mean, I looked at my completion rate is like 63% right now, which ain't bad, but I think the touchdown to interception is 3-7. So we definitely got to work on that.
Oh,
And that's that one game, whatever. I think I threw 4 in or 5, I think, against Evan. I didn't throw any against Mays, and I think I threw 2 against Mark, Black Mark, like Jose said. but but you know, but he beat me, so he ain't whack. But that's what just was it. What you know
Yeah.
what they called him. But yeah. So you know, we just gotta work and this passing mechanic. You definitely gotta. You can't just pick up and play. Pick up and play, gang. That shit is dead. There's a lot of adjustments and shit you got to do in order to be up there. I don't know who's at the top of the touchdown interception ratio right now, but yeah, you definitely got to put in
Top
work.
one, we can. I think the top one. Chris threw 3 yesterday, but I think he's like 10-3. Myself, I'm up there. I'm 6-3, and I feel like I look at it though. I threw one last night. I'm just like, why?
But you won, like, didn't you 30-0?
Yeah, but you still like I'm looking at it, I'm like, I mean, at
Harsh
this
critic,
point, I'm
man.
like, okay, I won 30-0. Like I allowed 55 yards on defense, and probably about 30 of those came on the last drive.
That's wild.
So I'm like, that's fine, but I look at it, I still look at it, and just because of just who like my critique of myself, I look at it like I'm averaging 1 pick a game, and I don't like it. Like I that ain't me, because that when I look at it throughout the whole season, I'm like, I'm on pace to throw 17. That would be a career high. I can't have that.
Damn.
My previous or my current career high is 15. So it's like,
So,
and that's from 2014 to now. Like I thrown 15.
so you're saying Manny has more interceptions this year than your career high? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like they do it so effortlessly. Like, look at my glasses on 1 second. We gonna get into this just a moment. Where are they? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I look at it like there's a lot to clean up. I keep saying like there's a lot to clean up on my side, but that was my best rushing game by far yesterday. And the defense played spectacular. But I'm like, I got to phone these picks because I'm not trying to be. I feel like if I throw more than in a season, I really feel like if I throw double digits, I have failed at some point. But we're 2-1, and it is what it is. But back to you though, because I'll address that in my day after press conference, which will probably be, I guess, tomorrow now. But anyway, your division though. So you got a fun division. You have one of the most fun divisions in the league, and you're like a fire starter of sorts in this, which is good because we need some of those. Like we got like Twans and like
Yeah, you
yourself,
gotta have
Kenny.
yeah, you gotta be able to keep it going, man. Like what we doing if we ain't talking, right? It's
Right.
just we just here playing a game. Like we gonna talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
no, but the division is interesting. I think obviously Mark Brooklyn Scammer Mark is the best in the league in the division to me. Like obviously his resume speaks for itself, you know what I'm saying? And I mean the other Mark is good. I've played him. I think I've been in the league with him for like 3 or 4 years now in his own league, and he's always up there. He's a good player. And then you got Nako, who yeah, Nako's Nako, but we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I mean the division is fun. I've had one conference or division game so far, and it was a good one. It went into overtime, and
yeah.
I fucking choked with the field goal and shit. But no, I'm looking forward to playing the rest of those division games because I feel like we probably like from 1 to 4 is probably like one of the top 2 or 3 divisions
Yeah.
this cycle.
Yeah. There's no. I mean, because Nako's kind of. I mean, now even though.
2-0, right? Or 2-1 now, but you know,
Yeah, but
he's still 20 and from 20 to 32 range for the most part.
so he on the menu still basically.
I mean, it's call it what it is. I mean,
Box of chocolates. Like,
I mean, he's a reigning champion in a league that had 18 CPUs. So I mean, but that's fine. But you know, he's
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's come a decent ways too. He has to stay focused because I think now. Oh yeah, he played Bean the other day, and I think, or I would imagine that loss kind of like brought him back down to earth a
Yo,
little bit.
listen, I watched that game, dog, and like it. I ain't gonna lie, it made me happy because he talked about my performance against Evan, like, oh, 30% completion, 5 picks, whatever. And look at God. You just threw 5 picks in the
Yeah.
game, dog. Like you gotta be careful. You gotta chill. Like, yeah, you were 2-0 and you were on top of the division, but we still gotta play the game.
You still gotta play.
And Bean did a hell of a job.
Like,
Being low key sneaky, so he's doing
yeah,
this for sure. He got that free form passing, and he takes advantage when you fuck up.
yeah. What I like about like the current state of the league is that I am glad people are not afraid to talk. I don't know if it was the break that we had or the way the divisions lined up. Might be a case of both, but I am excited with like where the trash talk and the level that it's been at. Like every day we get something that we don't maybe we do expect it, but sometimes we get stuff we don't expect. And either way,
Yeah.
it's some good content. We got a lot of like little like games on the radar. Whether actually let's get there. We got a game on the radar. I think y'all play, but let's go to today. So I woke up and I know knowing yourself knowing Maze like there's competitive history, right? It's and I'm sure, and you can shed light on this, but I'm sure just from my outside vantage point, I'm sure it's nothing beyond just the spirit of competition and good fun.
100%.
So but I know that's been a thing in
Right.
recent years. So today, week one happened. First off, you got the win week one, which, like you said, if 30 people had picked, 30 would have picked him. I picked
100%.
him, and I was wrong, just like everybody else was. So credit there. But today, the back and forth continues, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a good day today. And for those who don't know, we were planning to do this yesterday, but I was tired yesterday. And
Yeah.
then somehow, some way, I was getting ready to leave out of here. And I think somebody asked, I think it might have been Manny or somebody was like,
Manny asked you to fire it up.
yeah, like,
Fire it up. And that lasted for like almost 4 hours.
yeah, like I was in here, I was watching the end of Saints Panthers, and he asked me, it was like, you gonna go live? And I was like, why not? So then we go in here for like 4 hours. But today, Mays brings up the bet with
Yeah.
you and him for the first round pick.
Yeah.
We already played, but end of the season as far as like who has
Right. The better record or whatever. Yeah.
So tell me about like why is it that like when some people talk it's whatever, but when Will talks you get the pot stirred a little
Listen.
more.
And I don't, and it's been like that since I joined this league.
Yes.
Because you remember, we had issues. No, we ain't got to rehash all that shit that happened back then. But
Right.
at one point, me and Twan
Yeah.
truly didn't like each other.
Right.
Same with Marcus. That shit got crazy back then. But I don't know, man. I don't know. And I think it like because is he really 0-3?
He's 1 and 2.
One and two. He got a force
real quick. He got the force win the other day though.
Okay. So
Okay.
I don't know who his second loss was Nico. Like he doesn't have the energy towards him. It's towards me. And I don't know if the loss bothered him a lot more than it normally does. Like to me, someone who has that many Super Bowls and is probably the number one player in this league.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't be worried about me. I shouldn't be on your radar because I'm a bum. Like I'm not like I made the playoffs a couple of times, got a couple of playoffs wins. I think I made a Super Bowl in Fish Market one time, and I think he actually beat me, if I'm not mistaken. But like, don't worry about me. But he can't take losing to me. And I think that's what it is. Like, he just doesn't like to lose. And then when someone talks about it, I'm gonna talk because I wasn't supposed to win that game. Like, again, if you would have put a spread on that game, it probably would have been minus 17.
Oh yeah, solid.
Maybe minus 21. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and if you look back at that game, like, I controlled that game. Yeah, momentum, and there was a fumble on the opening kickoff and whatever, but he scored 7 points. You know what I'm saying? And it was on a crosser route that I got the wrong defense and I got switched off, but whatever. I don't know why it bothers him so much. And about the first round pick, no, I'm not doing that. That's a sucker bet. I'm not doing that. I mean, if he wants to, if we play again next year or whenever the schedule lines up again, or we could bet something, I'll bet some cash, but I ain't betting a first round pick because I'm trying to build, and who knows what we can do with a first round pick. But and yeah, I don't know why he reacts the way he does when it comes to me. Um, you know, but I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I'm it's fun. It's all in good spirit. If I
Yeah.
was to see Maze outside, I'd buy him a honey bun because I know he likes sweets. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, ain't no ill will there. It is what it is. But it felt great beating them though. I ain't gonna lie. I was
Sure.
I was in the Nike Talk League chat that night that I was playing them, and it was like Jeremy, Manny, and I think it was somebody else. And man, I was lit.
Oh,
I was like,
on the PlayStation.
yeah, on the PSN chat, yeah. I was like, man, let's fucking go, man. Like it felt good, man. Like a win like that doesn't come around often, especially when you're not quote unquote supposed to win.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was gonna talk my shit. I was gonna talk my shit because that's why I went back. I like fixed those fucking projections. It's just in the
Right. Yeah.
moment
Yeah.
type shit. Like we fucking won.
Exactly.
Then I lost my next two, but I don't care at that point. I'm like, yo, fuck that. I beat Maze, and it felt good. And he
Yeah.
ain't gonna take that shit away at all because the record still fucking shows he got that L and he gonna hold that.
See, I think going back to that, like there's a is a divide in this particular like subject. So the accomplishments, right? Like for example, Mays has a bunch of Super Bowls, right? But in Madden or in Nike Talk, right? He hasn't defeated you for any of them.
No,
So from
I
your
haven't been in any
standpoint,
of them, right? So
right? So, but from your standpoint, you win the most recent match, or most recent game. So it's like, um, you know, that whole like, but I beat you sort of thing.
yeah,
I look at it like, yeah, like the accomplishments are one thing. For example, trying to think, let's say I'm trying to think of like a recent Super Bowl champion that I beat, but obviously they have more rings than I do. Let's say Siege, for example, right? Siege, or we could go as far back as Chris, right? Or B even, because I lost Super
B
Bowls
B
to
won the Super Bowl.
way back, way back, way back, like the first year of the league,
Oh
season
shit!
4 of the first cycle. He beat me 24-9. I fumbled
Damn,
the opening kickoff.
the worst.
Right. And I knew immediately from there. Like now, granted, after that, I still contend I played the cleaner game. It doesn't put a trophy in my case, but it is just what it is. But at the end of the day, I won the game between the 20s. But when I got from 20 to 1, or when I was from 1 to 20, he was better and he won.
Yeah,
But that was Madden 15. So yeah, he won way back when, but you know, it let the league tell a ring is a ring is a ring. And
right.
congratulations and respect.
You need it.
Now, if it's somebody like, I'm just trying to think about all the people that have won that I haven't necessarily that I've had, success against. And you look historically at like Chris, for example, he has multiple championships. But you look through all our history, and he beat me for one. He beat me for his first one the very next season. But so that's not applicable. But let's go with the C's example because that's the most recent one I can think about in which this applies. So Siege wins Madden 21 season 1 Super Bowl, right? And boom, instantly, like Siege 1, me 0, right? But if he had, like, for example, he has not beaten me directly at all, right? So you have this conflict. It's like, okay, he's going to be like, I don't need to have defeated you. I did something you haven't done. Well, I said lost. However, I'm going to be like, what happens against anybody other than me, that has nothing to do with me. I don't care. When we play, time it.
Right.
So I see the whole thing with like you and Miz kind of like in a similar vein. Like I don't know exactly y'all's history as far as like game to game, but
I think that's probably like maybe the first time I've ever beat him. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't know, we've played that much. Honestly, I don't have that memory like you do. Instances.
Gotta have to remind folks because
yeah. But I mean, again, I just think he probably didn't expect to lose.
Right.
And that's where like the L hurts more. Like you think like C's woke up this morning still thinking about his loss to Greg last night. Like when you don't expect to lose a game, it bothers you more.
Yeah.
Fuck, I slipped and I got caught.
Yeah.
And I think that's truly what it is. And then again, it's the shit talk afterwards. Like
right.
I think that's more what it is. Like, don't like to lose the game, and when the chat is like, oh shit, whatever, and then it gets multiplied. So I mean, it's all fun on my end. Like they know, again, like I said, I know ill will there, but yeah, hey, let's look at the last matchup. We took a year off from this shit. We got basically a fresh start.
Yeah.
We got new players who all of a sudden have leveled up. So, let's just I'm gonna enjoy that shit. If I go 1-16 for the rest of the year, guess what? I've been amazed. I beat them. And I dominated the game. Let's just call it for what it is.
It's no one for a reason.
Right. It wasn't close.
Yeah.
So
I remember exactly where I was when I like checked in on the game. I was leaving work. I was walking up this so put my little contact tracer away. I'm walking upwards to like this garage towards the elevator so I can get down and leave. Now I click, I'm like, Wellin Major playing. I click, like, am I watching the wrong game? Like at first I'm like, Chiefs, like 24/7 road team winning. Like is this real life or is this like really happening like in the league? I'm like, I didn't watch too much else because I was just moving and all that, but I was like, something in this Madden 23 is like.
And I think was that there was another like loss, right? Before
they lost. Reggie.
Oh yeah.
Same week.
I mean, that was but it's fun, man. Like, I've been like, I'm super excited this year to play. Obviously, like I'm like DMing like, yo, when we playing, like the feel is back, and that shit was missing, man. Like seeing there's times where like you come back to the chat and there's 100 messages and shit, and you gotta do that scroll. It's like, yo, there were days where like there were no messages in the chat, like that shit was dead. So it's fun, man, and I'm super excited, and yeah, like I'm ready to play Mikey. We're playing tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Probably gonna lose because he's Mikey's really good, but we'll see. I'm gonna get in the lab tonight and see if I can figure out that freeform, because you gotta have that if you're gonna win.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Especially with your quarterback. Like,
yeah, like the ability he has to make those throws is just crazy. So,
but when we played a couple weeks ago, we were just playing. I don't think I was preseason. I think we just played like you asked for a game. And I was like, shut up, let's play.
Yeah.
And I just remember in competitive mode, them Texans were so bad. And I'm looking like, and to that point, all I had really seen was Davis Mills, right? His 87, right? So I'm
Terrible.
seeing the ball take 2.3 seconds to get to Brandon Cooks on a 10-yard curl. We play like it's like 9 in the morning out here. We play, and I'm waking up and see Mahomes.
Yeah, and his motion too. That shit is
Yeah,
crazy. You just got again. You have to play the game.
you have to.
That's where you got to learn. Like again, like I watch every game now. Like I work from home and I got the TV right there, and I hooked that shit up. And man, some of these plays and like it's crazy how people who know how to play the game like and the schemes and what they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bean is my perfect example. Bean being three, I think he's 3-0, right? Like he's
Bean is he
yeah, I think
lost to
maybe.
somebody. Oh, he lost to Tone. He lost his first game
Oh,
13
okay.
0 but he's been on
Yeah.
point ever since.
Right. But like seeing and what he's doing with such a lesser quarterback, like I ask myself, why the fuck can I do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but it's just you have to know how to you gotta know what to call, you gotta know what to do and what to expect. So it's fun and yeah, I'm 1-2, but I think I've only had one bad game, obviously, because again I choked the second one and the third one Evan just he beat my ass and I threw like that. I that curl lives rent free in my
Oh
head,
man.
dog. I think about that shit daily. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Because man, the guy was right. He was in front of him.
Right, he was right
Okay.
in front of
And
him
it's like,
like that.
why? And so listen, you make minimal mistakes, you're probably gonna win.
Oh yeah, because
And that's all it is.
because every like 80, you put a third of the league, each third of the league. I don't care. You can draw them. Matter of fact, do it by division. So each division, you can find at minimum two people, and two is probably a low number. I should be saying three. You can find a minimum though. Worst case scenario, two people that will beat themselves before you have to do anything to beat them.
Yeah.
And
Look at Evan today.
exactly, like look at him from
He
Sunday.
capitalized, but
Like when he played you Sunday, I'm like, this is the formula that he needs. Like just
yeah,
play with like
control
yeah,
the game, man. You're gonna do numbers with Taylor, because that guy, you can't stop that shit, bro.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard to stop it, and you got to know how to call that defense against him because and Evans again, he's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's decent.
He all right. So he knows, and again, you just got to be able to make the smart play, and he did it better than me on Sunday, and he won. But like he told me to hit that practice field, he got to hit that practice field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because those throws today were terrible.
Piss poor. Like, and the tape gonna live over everything. Like, so he got.
I just got a DM from Greg.
Yeah.
And he says, C should have expected it. He thought I was easy work. So, shout out to Greg. Shout out to Greg for getting that W and beating C's. C's is still mad.
Oh yeah. Like that's a game.
To give the first win of a guy's Madden career, former Super Bowl champ, on the road, man.
And I came off of my game back on here last night, straight into it. I was like, okay, I sat back down. I was like, all right, what's going on? I saw Ty had won. I saw various other games that ended. And then we go to that game. I'm like, oh, it's tied up. He got the ball, and he's making clutch throws, tight windows. He's running the ball well. I'm like,
yeah, no, hey, he was working the fuck out of Patterson, dog.
For real.
Patterson and Najee gonna end up with 600 touches this year. They keep going that way, man. Because I think he ended up with like 29 carries.
Yeah,
30
carries,
something like that. He was breaking tackles. Like that dude was killing it.
He was.
Man, I need me a superstar running back, man. Because
I needed a superstar. Something like the way these dudes be. I'm like, I'm out here, we out here
Yeah.
butterball naked.
Yeah, the cupboard is bare over there, man. But you got pieces, and you're gonna be able to do work at the
Exactly.
draft.
And
So
the thing is, like, they look at Houston, they think, oh, it's 74 overall. He ain't got no
but you know how to play the game, and that's and
yeah.
that's
Like, you know,
that
they're gonna say
that
whatever they
accounts
want.
for 70% of it.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna say whatever they want. But oh, he's Houston, so we gonna run right through him in his little trash team, and he ain't won no championships, so he ain't really that. I'm gonna show y'all. I came to this team for this reason. I'm gonna show you I can still play this game at an elite level because you're talking to the original elite, and y'all know that because y'all voted it. I'm gonna show y'all game by game. I'm not worried about week 9 versus Philly. I'm not worried about week 11 versus Washington. I'm not worried about nobody but them LA Chargers. I'm gonna show y'all. Bring your superstars, bring your X factors, bring everything you got. Bring your interceptions too, because if you don't bring, I'm gonna take the ball from you. I promise you this. All my boys ready. Petrie ready. Christian Harris ready. Stingley ready. Ain't nobody testing Stingley over there. I promise you that. My young boy Blackwell over there, he ready too. Got D-line. Jonathan Grenard, go ahead and try him if you want. 2.5 sacks last night. Go ahead and try him if you want. We are ready.
Yeah.
And when we get that ball on offense, you better bring a lunch because if not, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Whether you think Cam can't pass the ball, I'm going to show you. You think I can't run the ball? I'm going to show you. You think my quarterback is washed? Say less. I promise you.
I mean,
everything coming out of Houston will be earned. My respect for your team and your skills will be earned. And if you're so fortunate enough to get a win, it will be earned. Back to you.
yeah, you're gonna make it work. You're gonna make people work. So
yeah, absolutely. Like they're not going to
that Chargers game should be good because that team is super stacked. Like you ain't even like you look at that fucking defense, dog, and their stars and X's. What do you do? And the way the defenders react.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
it's a test.
And he still got players that aren't stars that are still good, like Kenneth Murray and
exactly.
Still got Tranquil, whatever, and like these
Adderleys and the Asante Samuels. Like,
yeah. So I'm gonna definitely be tuned in because that's gonna be a good one.
See, and I understand like the risk of that game could get out of hand. If I don't like, I gotta play perfect. Like and it's like the way my schedule breaks down, at least how it has so far. I've had like Evans more like in that average range, but his team is good. So that game was like a good like test. But I knew I was gonna win because I'm better than ever. But you have that sort of game, then you have Mark and the Broncos. You have JT, I know he's gonna win. And then you have Mark with not necessarily
better player, but the better team.
Yeah, got them Chargers though. We talking pick 1 versus pick 29.
Right.
So I'm like, I know we up against it. I thought about it driving around this morning. I was like, damn, I traded Laramie Tunsil, albeit for a first round pick, so it made sense. But I traded Tunsil, and now I got Khalil Mack on one side, Joey Bosa over here. I got JC Jackson over there, and I got Derwin James right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Yeah. Look, that's just me on when I have the ball. When he got the ball, got Herbert, got Eckler, Keenan Allen, like the tight end is even good. I'm blanking on who it is.
Everett.
Right. So it's like them boys nice. Rashawn Slater, like we might not get no sacks today or whenever we play, but that's what I came here for. I'm showing people like the respect is going to have to be. It don't even got to be given. I'm gonna take it. And it's going to be games like this that give me the opportunity to do it. I just got to be locked in. If yesterday was any indication, I'm ready. I'm in here.
Yeah,
we're going to see. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be tough as hell, but I'm ready for. I'm built for it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
But back to you again because I know we had some stuff planned. So now this is the part where I'm gonna let you take over, and like I gave you the screen share control already, and while you do this, I'm gonna step away for just a moment. But before I do that, it'll be brief. But before I do that,
this is what we talked about, right? This is what we're doing right now.
Oh yeah. You got full, right. You got full control at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right. So there's a new segment that Redo brought up and he DM'd me about. Don't know how often it's gonna be, but it's called the Howell Report. And it's
Hold on. Name subject to change. Josh Allen, Daniel
oh,
Jones, Kenny Pickett. I'm
yeah.
forgetting somebody.
Originally it was the Howell Report.
But yeah, for right now it's the same Howell report.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. And this is where we just go over stats and we look at the interceptions and yeah, we kind of hopefully these dudes will do better. Right now, like you said, Josh Allen is number one. Um, so but let's take a look. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
I cannot, but let me make sure I gave you the. Yeah, you should be able to share
Oh, okay,
screen.
hold on. Hold on. All right.
Oh yeah, there you go. I see now.
So, we're just gonna go over some of these numbers and yeah, let's talk about it, man. I mean, right now you got I don't know if this updated after B's last game. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think but Manny hasn't played yet either, so we'll probably see that number go up eventually.
Damn.
But yeah, man, it's rough when you look at like 318, 315, 215. But Howell is a lesser quarterback, right? So you can't really compare what Twan is doing against with what Manny's doing, right? I mean
Right, but I
that's bad.
think like you can't because those are two different levels. Like I would like Manny is whatever his record is. Was he 0-3?
Yeah. They're both on 3.
Right. Like his 0-3 weighs much more than Twan's 0-3, but I can't let Twan off the hook because I'm with a 67 overall Cam Newton with still twice as many passing touchdowns as interceptions. So he just gotta be better, plain and simple. Like
Yeah, this 113 is mind-boggling. Like
that's
to be
crazy.
honest, I mean,
Damn.
but I mean, 52% completion percentage. I mean, it's rough out here. I'm not too far behind. I mean, again, I had one bad game where I think I threw 4 or 5. So, we got to figure it out. But like double digits in week 3, and some of these is, yeah. I mean, some of these numbers aren't even right. Like Pickett has 19 picks already. If you add today's game, and Manny might be up in the 20s after he plays Flash. It's
Yeah, like 25. Like
yo, hey man, he got to bench him if he gets past 5, bro. You can't do that to him because that regression gonna come like a motherfucker if he keep
right.
on. Yeah, he can't afford that, man. But nah, this is just something that we want to go over and just look at. I mean, if you look at Twan's percentage, I mean, 64 for 99. That's not bad.
It's not
65,
bad.
718 yards. 7 yards a throw, and it's Howell, right? But I mean, he was the inspiration behind this segment, this report.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hopefully they get a win in Washington soon, and hopefully he gets on the right track and he gets up to like maybe 30-40%. Not sure what number he's playing at now, but when Twan is good, it's good for the league. I've never seen it in my 5 years, him being good for the league, but I heard he was a good player. So
He was.
yeah, it kind of goes like with his basketball team fandom, right? Like the Bulls were once good, so it
Fact.
kind of fits. It kind of fits. But I fuck with Twan. He's a good dude, and we had many chats on 2K together when we played. And shout out to Twan, and hopefully he turns it around. I mean, he gave Jeremy a good game yesterday, so
Yeah, he was in that for a while. He threw himself out of it like
he
most.
just he just got to be able to sustain it. You got to play. It's hard, man, because you got to play 4 8-minute quarters, and the game can turn like that, dog. That momentum, it's just a wrap.
Man.
That shit is a wrap this year, man. So, like let's see, going back to the bottom, we got no Matt Corral don't count. He got 4 touchdowns though. Damn.
Yeah, that Sim, the way they had to
Ah,
do that game with Reggie gave him that. And he's just smart for that though, because even yesterday when he played Chris, like he brought Corral in,
The goal line.
yeah, and got the rushing touchdown. And it's stuff like that where it's like
Yeah.
it's got to be in tune with
You
like
got to think outside the box. You gotta know how to play. And like again, like going back to watching these streams, seeing these zone hooks 0, 5, 10, 15, these adjustments and shit, like I don't even know what the fuck that means, to be honest with you. Like
yeah,
these do like, but it helps you and it shows with his record and all the other stuff and the good players. That's why I was watching Reggie game the other day, like looking at the formations and looking at the adjustments, like okay, like it kind of helps a little bit.
yeah,
Um,
definitely does.
the fact that there's only two quarterbacks with double digit touchdowns. No, three. Tom Brady, Dak. Well, Dak is suspended, so he stat padded, and that's something else we'll talk about. But
Yeah, man.
um, yeah, Chris, I guess is with a 10-4, so it's just crazy seeing these numbers, and we got to do better as a unit.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at it like somebody need to send one of these quarterbacks, like because a lot of these guys, a lot of these good to great quarterbacks are just wasting away. Like I'm like, send them out Houston. We can get them right real quick too.
Yeah,
Won't take long.
you had an elite quarterback, man. Like shit.
Even was that Jalen Hurts? See, that's why I'm not worried about Jeremy because it's some the first the first
He's only thrown the ball 33 times.
right like the first law of Nike Talk Madden football is it's all good till you guys throw it. And when you get somebody in that position where they gotta throw the football, I'm like, I'm taking my chances because 95% of the league can't throw for real. Or if they do, it's only a matter of time before they make that mistake, and I know it's coming. So nobody's really tested him or got him to that point yet where it's like, oh yeah, like Jalen Hurts has to go win me a game with the arm rather than the legs. But we'll see how that holds up in future weeks. But yeah, like that's a potential. It's in the back of my mind. So I'm whenever I mean we play way later, but I'm keeping that in mind. We really gonna see what Philly about. If not before week 9, hopefully somebody can step up and like get them boys a game throughout 4 quarters. But if not, I'll do the job.
It's that's definitely one to watch for sure. Just because I mean, you guys have a history too, and
Yeah, he ain't beat me. Well, this is like Jeremy, Kenny, um, Evan, players like that. Like I throw Twan in there, though Twan's beat me in the past. I beat him in the past, but it's like probably this is the best time for a lot of those guys who are looking to defeat me to do it because the last and only time Jeremy's done it was the one year I was in Carolina up until now. That was when I was the Raiders. That was 6 years ago. He ain't won since. Kenny's never done it, and Kenny's been around since the beginning, though off and on, but he's been around as early as the very first cycle, never done it. Me and Twan, we're 2-2 historically. We don't play often, but I won the last. No, we alternated. He won, I won. He won, I won. But guys like that, and Evans never beat me, and never will. But I look at it like players like that. Like if you can do it, then now is probably your best chance to get at us because we get the roll. I'm telling y'all this right now. I don't know how the awards going to go. I don't pay attention to the awards, the yearly awards, because I get screwed out of everyone I'm in contention for. I'm telling y'all this. Don't even go for coach of the year. Don't even do it. I got it. Like if I get, and ain't even know if 11 wins, maybe even 10. 10 is the floor. Like all I need is 10 with this team to be coach of the year. Barring somebody going undefeated and
are there any
Jesus,
undefeated
Mark,
teams?
and who else is 3-0? Jesus, Mark, and and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Barring somebody go undefeated, y'all can wrap that up. I got coach of the year with a 74 overall team, and as it should be, rightfully so. But yeah, for those overpowered teams that the disparity is like that, like now's the time. Now's the time.
Yeah.
You can't do it now. God help you come season 2 and beyond.
Yeah. Not when you get those boys right.
Exactly. We already they hungry too. They hungry.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go back to these quarterbacks. Because it seems like the quarterbacks at the top are the ones that are pretty good. I mean, Mikey is killing it. I don't know how he leads. He has the top throwing quarterback and the leading rusher.
Yeah,
And
I mean
if that,
that's what he should be doing, like in all facets with Tampa Bay. Like I almost can't even like, how for example, when I was a kid, like I'd be like, oh, or if anybody was a kid, you'd say, hey, such and such, whoever, parental figure, mom, dad, whatever. I did this. I got like I made my bed this morning, right? And like, okay, nice, but it's like we're not. Well, I'm not going to do at least. Other people might do it, but I'm the as the context king of this league. I can't give Mikey that. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. So I look at him, I'm like, okay, cool. Tom Brady 11-7. I'm like, I'm looking more at how you got 7 picks already. It's like you don't now. The average, the yards per attempt average is phenomenal. That's great. 11 touchdowns is great. The completion percentage is great, but it's like
one sack.
the greatest quarterback in the league's history. Like, I'm not giving additional credit for that. You should be doing that. You should be doing that. But it's good though. But it's just like, okay, like who are the guys that are really working though? Not to say he's not really working, but who are the guys that are like really working as far as like I'm elevating my talent, not the talent is dictating to an extent me playing some good football.
Yeah, when you look at these quarterbacks and you look at like they're all pretty like I mean Jose is doing work. I mean, with a lesser team. I mean, Goff isn't that good, right? I mean,
yeah.
Mac Jones is. I know that's your boy.
But credit to Tyler because that's a prime example. Like he's
right,
making a shape.
He's doing work. Yeah, no, he's doing work, and I mean, it's hard because there's really like you look at the quarterbacks. There's really like 10 to 15 really good QBs. You know what I'm saying? That anybody would want.
Right.
If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the only one like at the top up here, like you look at Malik, but it's minimal. It's not like he's throwing 100 times, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like 29, 38. I mean, the bar is low when it comes to quarterbacks.
Hella. What's up, Jose?
What up, man?
Yeah.
Yo, what up?
Man,
just talking about your quarterback, man.
Yeah, waiting for a game. I'll probably be playing like an hour and a half. So there's that. I'm trying to just wake up. Like I'm ready to get this shit over with, honestly.
My game should be at 10 p.m. today, so like an hour.
Yours?
Oh, who else?
Versus C's.
Oh, you're playing. Oh, we're gonna be good. Okay, cool.
Hey, talk about that matchup. I'm gonna take over the hosting thing right here. Real quick.
Yeah, and I'll be back in a little bit. Y'all do your thing.
Talk about that matchup. So, like, how you feeling?
Should be an easy win, to be honest. Probably don't gotta run too many plays.
You feel like you're just gonna make mistakes and you're just gonna eat it up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, after he lost to Greg, right? I mean, you can't help but feel confident, right?
Yeah, and his quarterback situation. He was still getting used to Jimmy G last game, so let's see how it works. And
yeah, a 24-hour turnaround.
Line looked pretty vulnerable too. So
yeah, he got a quick turnaround. I'm surprised he's playing.
Yeah, he wanted to play on Thursday, but I didn't play my game last week because I couldn't find Jigs. And then I think I played Twan like I think it was Saturday morning. I was like, yo, I'm gonna play like once a week. Like, nah, let's play today.
And we do got until Sunday, right? So
Yeah,
technically,
exactly. So it's like, yo, like
but
I'm a,
you still gonna be waiting a couple of days to play your next game.
yeah,
But hopefully, we get through an early advance like we did.
yeah, which it looks like everybody looks like to be playing early. So
Yeah, but nah, I think it should be a good game. I mean, C's knows how to run that playbook. I mean, that Kansas City playbook he got is it helps. But I'm looking forward to watching. I know he doesn't want to lose two in a row, so he probably gonna be fired up for you.
yeah, I mean, fucking sick that I took that L when I shouldn't have.
Man, that's rough. That's they really should give you something, man. You know, the commissioners should look out, man. Give you something. Maybe put golf to a superstar or something for you, man. Because
Fucking,
man,
it's making fucking 10 ratings higher or some shit, right?
yeah. Like, so what's your record right now? Two and one.
I'm 1-2. Yeah, it should
Wow,
be
so you should be 2-1.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's rough, man. That's rough. But I mean, look, you've been playing well. I mean, looking at this, let's see. So you lost to Philly, right? Then you got smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lost to Philly and then beat him.
yeah. That Swan game was a good one though. 42-35. Was that the real score? I know this Daddy League shit is fucked
Yeah,
up.
no, that was the real score. I got him at the end, and won. I'm pretty sure that was the real score.
Yeah. Do you think you're the best player in your division?
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure.
You don't
Especially
think
once
Philly's
I get
better?
him. I mean, he has a better team, and he's not bad at all. So he might get me until I got the Lions set. But yeah, I think I'm the best player in my division.
Yeah, he does have the best team with the 84 overall. Yours is only 79, but you got some pieces, man. You got some good players. Like that team
Yeah,
is
got some good players. I think the biggest weakness is at quarterback, and then on the defensive line.
let's look at the schedule for the rest of the season. So we're gonna see. Let's see. So you got C's and then you got Ty,
Mhm.
and then you got a bye, and then you got Kenny. That should be a good one. What do you think about Kenny? I gotta wait for Redo to come back to talk to bring up. We're gonna talk about those suspensions, but
I think his group me game is better than his Madden game.
oh shit. Hey, no, but Kenny's good for the league. I mean, you know, he brings a little flair to the chat, you know, and I think that should be a good game. Then you got B Brandon, Dolphins. That should.
Yeah, I've never played him, so I'm looking forward to that.
Let's see. Let's see who else you got. Oh, you got Manny. You got Manny later on this week.
Yeah, we both got that weak circle, so I'm looking forward to that week so I can stat pad on defense a little bit.
Hey man, listen. Everybody will probably get Player of the Week when they play Manny, dude. I think I'm on his schedule as well, so I'm looking forward to maybe having another three interception
About to
game.
have mad superstars on the defense. All those
Yeah, I think I got 3 picks week 1, so I'm looking to maybe get another 3 because or maybe he starts running the ball more. I don't know, but he says he figured it out. I don't know if you saw or if you heard last night.
I was gonna call. He told me he found the game on the TV, and that's the thing.
Yeah. The the TV is gonna help my guy get some W's. So you know, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that matchup. And then you got Dez, that's a dub. You got Hicks, that's probably a dub. Nick is hit or miss, right? I don't know.
No, I don't think I've ever lost to Nick since I've been playing Madden.
Yeah, Nick likes to talk spicy, but he just doesn't do it for me. But good guy. And then you got the Panthers. That should be a tough one. Hey, Jesus looks like on his shit.
Teams always have good matchups, face each other off in the Super Bowl.
And then you end with the Bears and the Packers. So what do you think your record's gonna be when you finish this season?
I don't know, because part of me also doesn't really want to win too much. So I'm just play it out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But I think I could make the playoffs pretty comfortably. I definitely see like 10 10, 11 wins on my schedule for sure.
Yeah, I mean your schedule doesn't like I mean if you look at the division, I mean if you split with Phil, you know what I'm saying? Like and you win everybody, you beat JT twice and you beat who's the other one?
Jigs.
Yeah, and you beat him twice. I mean, then you should that's 5 wins.
Yeah, I mean Phil might get the division because of the fucking sim loss that I took. But Mikey did just beat him, so he has a loss. So if he has a couple more losses and I beat him, then that should give me the division.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, right now your defense is kind of sus, but I mean that's two heavy games with 47 and 35 that you gave up. So
yeah,
hopefully you know that shit gets figured out. But I'm looking forward to it. You know, Detroit over there making some noise. If another team would have gotten if another person would have gotten Detroit, probably would have been quiet over there. But I think they ended up in the right hands for the most part. Yeah, I wanna wait for Redo to come back because we're supposed to talk about some of the inconsistencies that that we see um in this league. So we just got to see what's going on. Yeah, Mark 3-0. Looking at these standings, the Bengals are really 2-1.
yeah.
Damn. Okay, Daryl. I see you, Daryl. Let's see. Damn. Okay, Jeremy 3-0. Yeah, let's see what's going on in this chat. And Redo went to the bathroom or something and just disappeared. Tough loss on Sunday for you guys, man.
Yeah, it was annoying to lose that game after we were up, but I mean they exposed our biggest weakness. They were torching rookies at corner, and we made a lot of stupid mistakes.
Yeah, and the offense too was held in check.
What?
The offense too was held in check that fourth quarter.
Yeah, but I mean, we fucking put up 35 points and had a 21-point lead. I think the defense has no excuse but to hold that.
Yeah, that was it was exciting to watch as a non-invested football fan, but man, I would have been sick if my team would have lost like that, man.
Yeah, it was frustrating, but
You literally like you can't let that man get behind you. Like that's your one fucking job, dude.
yeah, they blew the fucking coverage. I mean, it was.
You got like, and that wasn't once; it was twice.
Yeah.
I mean that was rough. And Waddle's turned into a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, he's impossible to tackle.
Yeah, that he had that little one scurry, like I don't know how long, how many yards, but I think it was early on. He just like got all the way down to the other side of the field after he fucking evaded a tackle. That shit was wow.
Yeah.
That dude is that dude is really nice.
Yeah, he's really nice.
Yeah. Too bad he's in the hands of B over here.
Yeah, wasting that team.
That talent. Let's look at these stats. Well, they ain't bad. They ain't bad. Tanner Connor. Okay, Tanner Connor. Who the fuck is Tanner Connor? That man has 187 yards. That's pretty impressive considering I never heard of this dude. Nah, this guy ain't 54 overall, right? Is this real?
I'm that elite, so sure.
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here. That man, 187 yards, he got more yards than Tyreek. That is crazy. That is super crazy. But he'll be on your schedule. So just make sure you don't let him get behind you. That's all you got to do.
You got something for that.
Yeah, I remember when I used to play. I played Flash a couple of times when he had him, and that shit is impossible sometimes, man. Like, it's just throw the fucking ball and let him go get it. That shit is tough to deal with.
Especially you got that QB that could be fucking swing that shit deep.
Yeah, that's what I got to work on, man. I get caught up in pressing like bullet passes instead of letting that shit just fly. Like,
Yeah.
and let that ball go and let them run underneath it. But like, you got that throw power. You just want to bullet everything. You think you're gonna get everything by the defense, and that shit don't work.
Damn, I did my training yesterday, and I think the game was so fucked up that shit didn't save.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was glitchy as fuck last night, man. That was crazy. I was hoping we didn't get a double advance by mistake and fuck everything up. I remember Chris was like yelling at man. He's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. So you won the Super Bowl here? How many times?
I won 2 Super Bowls.
That was a long time ago, right?
That was like, man, I forgot what, man, like 17 and 18 or 16 and 17, something like
Oh shit. Okay, so you think you're gonna win one this year?
I don't know. I got a lot to build. So it's gonna be tough unless I make, a couple good moves, but I feel like I'll be in the mix consistently, so that's what counts.
Yeah, and you got to bet, right? You got to stick around.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not letting Kurt move money off.
Hey, my dog on a cruise looking at the pineapples, man. That was pretty funny earlier, man.
On into everything.
Hey, man, right, man, with the unlimited Wi-Fi plan on the cruise. But shout out to Marcus. Marcus is
Cruise still got you posting the Bleacher Report updates.
yeah, I think he just posted. Didn't he post something in the basketball chat?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, this guy, man.
Hey, shout out to Marcus, man. He's come a long way, man. He's technically still undefeated because he got a forced loss. So,
He was on my schedule.
I don't know if he's on the Chiefs. I think he is. I think he is on my schedule. I'm looking forward to playing him, man. I got a bone to pick with him. He's beat me. I think he beat me the last time we played. So I gotta get back. So we got Nako next advance, and then we got Manny. Oh shit! Hey, week 6 player of the week coming. You got Bean, Dez. Okay, yeah. You don't you play Manny week 12?
Yeah, Manny week 12.
I got Marcus week 12.
Oh, that should be a good week.
That should be a good one. I got the Bengals, Broncos. I got Redo. Okay, Redo, week 15. C's, bum ass C's, week 16. Oh man. That's it. That should be fun.
Got an easy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the rest of the schedule to seeing how we could finish, man. We just gotta figure out this passing shit. Once we get that figured out, I think
Good. You got Mahomes, so you don't really gotta do too much work, too much.
No, and he's got to be like the rest of the league, man. Put a fucking Texas route in the backfield and put a fucking drag, and it's just a wrap. Again, like I was telling Redo, it's all about knowing how to play this shit and knowing how to put yourself in the right position to not cheese the game, but cheese the game. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to playing Mikey tomorrow. It's gonna be a tough one, but Mikey,
my schedule.
You do?
No, I said I need him on my schedule.
Maybe you guys will meet in the playoffs if you make it.
If he makes it.
Yeah. Yeah, he got Chris to deal with in the South. Oh, and Jesus. Oh shit.
That game yesterday was fucking crazy.
The Chris Jesus game.
Yeah.
Man, listen, dog. I literally yelled when he ran that ball at the end, Jesus. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing,
Me too.
bro? Dog, why? It doesn't even make sense to make it middle. Like the moment, like put it in the middle of the field, like, bro.
That was
No,
crazy. I'm like, and even with that, it's like, yes, it worked, and congrats and respect, it worked. But was it smart?
no.
I don't know
You
because
get caught up in one of them fucking tackle animations where the guy doesn't go down and the clock
right.
runs out,
And
bro.
I was thinking from Chris's standpoint. I was thinking like, because 5 seconds, I'm thinking, okay, let him run. Let him run. He's gonna try maybe some spin move with McCaffrey because that's what McCaffrey does. And I'm like, you just need to let him run, and then when that shit hits 1 second, you go in and you make the tackle. And by the time the tackle animation is done,
opened up though, like fucking
yeah, that
crazy.
shit just opened up. I was like, wow,
dog. Like I literally like, what the fuck, man? Because
yeah, that was crazy.
it was a terrible decision, but
That worked out.
it was a terrible decision that worked out for him, man. But
Hey, speaking of decisions, have y'all covered Kenny in the suspension yet?
well, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to come back.
Okay. Yeah, like let's talk about it because what do y'all think? What Dak got 2 games, Zeke got 1. Dak completed 6 of 8 passes, and all 6 passes went for a touchdown. And that's just the surface level of it because I'll see what y'all think first, and then I'll go first.
Like, I mean, you saw I was in the chat yesterday, and it causes problems when you talk back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's okay. I mean, we're here and we're gonna talk, and
Right, it's just part of it.
It's not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Whether I signed the fucking paper or not, we're still gonna question some of these decisions because you have to be able to take everything into account. Yes, he should have got suspended. I get it. A game each, or maybe just a game for Dak, whatever. Because this game is flawed in a sense where the depth chart doesn't that shit fucks up, and those substitutions sometimes that shit fucks up, and you only get one pause. And yeah, you can go in formation sub and hit triangle and shit, but come on, dog.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? If he ran a 99-yard touchdown with Zeke in the fourth quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just there's a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to suspensions. And I wanted to be more consistent. I wanted like today, for example, Derrick Henry broke off a long touchdown.
Oh, he did? I didn't. Oh, that's how he scored that last one?
Yeah. Derrick Henry broke off and the game was over.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? And that's why I asked that question about when can you throw the ball? When do you sit on it? When do you take the starters out? Because there's a lot of gray area when you start talking about yards and suspensions and what truly is stat padding.
Yeah.
Is a 40-yard crosser stat padding when the game is technically in hand? When you have Derrick Henry in the backfield and it's first down, like, wouldn't you be running the ball? You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, there is questioning. It's gonna happen because, it's just I feel like it's a little bit inconsistent, and then, you don't want to get to the point where like you're nitpicking and you're questioning every single thing. But
right,
if he's gonna be the first suspension of the season, it happened in week 3? Did we check for week 1? So. Did we check for week 2, or was it just because it was on who it was? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And that's what I think. Like I told Kenny himself. I was like, granted, I thought if somebody asked me plain and clear, yes or no, should have been suspended, I would have said yes, but it would have been for the reason that Kenny, unfortunately for him, he knows it good and well that he is like I likened it last night to Draymond Green. Like, Draymond does something that a guy like, a less controversial player would do in the NBA. Draymond would probably get suspended, whereas the other player might not. So if Kenny did something that maybe like Jose, if they did the same thing, because of Kenny's past, like in his perception, because perception unfortunately can be reality at times. So it's like you do that, you got to know how to toe the line, and you got to know your own situation and be able to toe the line when it comes to certain things. We're gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at this last run with Derrick Henry because I didn't see it earlier.
Yeah, I mean, again, it wasn't egregious. Don't get me wrong, but could it be considered stat padding? That's where you have to be able to draw the line. Like, what is stat padding?
Yeah.
Me, it was over.
Oh, what's up, man? What's up, Steve? Oh shit, we got a few y'all in here. Hold on.
Yeah.
What's up with it? We just looking at some stuff. So here's the run with Derrick Henry. Okay, well, less than 2 minutes. Now, I will say this. Could just got the first down. Game was in hand. Evans not throwing like.
That's what that was my thing, right? It was 11 points.
When did that game happen?
Huh?
When did that game happen?
This was today. This was earlier today.
I mean, you don't know
Evan threw
something's
3
gonna
pick
happen or
sixes,
not.
and Bean was up, and then Bean started scoring. But Evan threw 3 pick sixes, so basically he gave Bean the win. So here's the last sequence. Bean's up by 12, less than 2 minutes. He's got the onside kick. It's pretty much over, provided he gets the.
He has 3 timeouts, but let's be real.
Right. So let's look through.
But I mean, you can't say it's inconsistent. This should happen today. I mean, I don't think people are sitting there just watching the game. So maybe there is something that's gonna happen. So you can't just say it's inconsistent with it, but like nothing has happened in the game that just happened a few hours ago.
Well, me personally, I don't think I think again, I think Kenny just had to know the stock of like his status in the league. Like he is a I don't want to say higher risk, but like antennas go up when he plays because like we know what could happen. Like we've seen this before, so it's like quote unquote repeat offender type of deal compared to like maybe like a first timer in this case with Bean. That was just a touchdown where he went up and he just took it all the way to the house.
Right, but I guess it just right. If and I'm not calling for him to be suspended, but we just need like if there isn't, then what's the line, right?
I think in this case also, like let's say he goes down. We run it back one time. Let's say he goes down. Okay, here we go. One more time. Okay, so boom, Henry gets it. Okay, boom, he got the first down. Let's say he just goes down right there, right? Boom, okay. Evan. Now I think it depends on what Evan does or doesn't do. If Evan calls a timeout, it's like
go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, now, at that point, absolutely.
I would throw a pass on the next one, like just because.
Right.
Why are you calling a timeout? This shit is over.
Yeah, like at that point you're prolonging it, and then it's like okay, let's say Evan called the timeout. Boom, it's like 1:41 on the clock. He calls timeout. Bean kneels 3 times, and then he starts a fourth down where it's like okay, kick field goal, like still getting points. So in this one, I'm kind of like okay, like this is. I wouldn't have suspended him for this, like because it's still like, and then anything can unfortunately in this game, Evan could have stopped him 3 times, got the ball back, and did some crazy shit. Unlikely, but it's like that 1-2% chance. So for Bean to just like end it like that, I'm not mad at it. Like I think it's.
But it's one of those situations where it's like there is a difference depending on who you are.
No, so let me step in. I don't think you know what has happened in the leagues on the commission side, but then also my personal view on it is that I don't think he should be suspended. It's too close of a score. It's a 2-game score.
Yeah.
But the game is over.
No, it's not. You're assuming it's over there. With Kenny, with Kenny, his situation is he's up by 31, and he's granted. I understand that he tried to take the people out, and then they came back in via whatever reason. There's manual subs. When that happens to me, I stay in one formation. I'm up by 31. What do I need to? What else
I was
do I
more
need
so
to
thinking
execute?
about his last touchdown. Wasn't it a 26-point game?
Let me go to that game.
No.
Wasn't it 33-7?
I thought
Kenny scored 63.
Right, but when he threw that last touchdown with Dak, the last one, I think it was like 33-7 or something.
Which one? Because there were two. There was the PA rollout, and again, it was 1st and 10, and you're throwing 30-yard bombs. And then there was the PA that was basically all goals. It was a streak on the right, a streak on the left on the outside, and then there was the slot receiver basically had a post.
I think it was on this possession, right? It's 31-7.
Hold on, I'm not looking at the screen.
I think this one's because there's so much game left. I'm like, okay, that one is
Redo, rerun that one. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
oh cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. He's putting on the little further. All right, so we'd like to see it now.
I'm not mad at this one.
Yeah, me either. I think this one's there's so much game left. It's like you gotta.
Could you be a little bit more conservative off the bat? Yes.
Yeah.
But like I don't hate this one compared to the other ones, right?
Right. I agree with that.
What's up, everybody? Dang,
Oh, what's up, Flash?
why he just threw that bomb? Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
This is not live, right?
No, it's not live. It's from what, yesterday?
We're talking about
Oh, this is Kenny's game.
Yeah.
Why he threw that bomb?
Because he knew, I don't know, like, just knew it was food, I guess.
Technically, not. It wasn't against the rules at that point.
Right.
Technically.
Why?
And
He was up
I
31.
don't disagree, bro.
He was up 31-7.
After the bomb.
But
After
it's
the
not
bomb.
against not against the rules to throw the ball.
But he wasn't suspended. He wasn't suspended for that. He was suspended for subsequent scores where
Hold on.
he-
So up 31-7. He didn't. I mean, I don't care who the fuck is the person. I'm speaking more for context. Up 31-7. He up. Wait, is it 30? Yeah, up 31-7 in the third quarter. He don't have to bench his starters. Were they benched? I'm asking. I don't know.
No,
No.
he doesn't have to bench because they were.
Why?
He was under the 28-point threshold.
Bro, that's 31-7 right now.
Yeah, it was 24 though.
Yeah, that's 24, Flash. It's 28. The threshold is 28.
Is my math wrong right now? Oh yeah, 24.
No.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
it was before.
Yeah.
You're looking at the current score. That's
Yeah. Because I remember a lot of people used to score with like 5 seconds left in the half to be right underneath that mark right before the half point mark. So I remember shit like that happening. That's good.
Oh, so
My math is wrong right now.
I think this sequence is where shit start getting crazy. So it gets a safety boom. Okay. Then I feel like right after this, he scored again.
I mean, at this point, his starters should be out.
Right.
yeah. When he goes back on offense,
And
right.
he should be chewing clock.
Right.
That.
And the only way that should change is like if you fumble and they recover the pick 6 and then you still up 20 something.
Yeah. So this is their interpretation of the rule. You as the losing team lose the right to try to come back once you're over. Once it's you're above the 20. You're at a 28-point deficit. Yes, people have come back from it, but that's why there's the true clock feature. So the winning team chews clock once they go up 28. But if the losing team scores and they're down 21, the winning team cannot chew clock anymore. It's as simple as that.
I mean, so this is my thing. I think football, they literally chew clock as much as they want. It's like a part of the game.
Right, but people don't do that here. People rather throw streaks. And I'm just using Kenny, this example. And I don't mean it, that Kenny does it all the time, but right here, I mean, if you could replay that one more time, 40 to 7, and it was literally the first or second play after you got the ball back.
I think that right there should be a suspension.
Right.
First of all, his starters are in the game. Wait, how many people he got suspended for?
2.
Dak got 2.
And sick.
For stat padding, right?
Yo, hold on. And the thing with Kenny was he was literally warned about what to do the previous game. And based on what happened the previous game, right? So he did get out of jail free because we did say, I was very clear that I will not tolerate any type of warning this time around. We've been playing together for too long. Y'all understand the rules. It's very simple. And we tried to simplify it even more by doing the gameplay sheet.
Okay. I mean, I just feel like this was case closed. Like, there's no argument there.
Now this is perfectly within bounds. Like, you just throw a pick.
You should be able to score back any picks. I also think something I was gonna say is I get that we're playing we're playing sim or whatever, but there's real football games where a team is getting smoked and the starter is still in the game with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter from the other team. I
disagree.
My issue is too. Your play call is also going to be affected by what the other player is running, right? On that touchdown that Kitty threw, he ran thunder smoke. Literally, there's 7 players.
You should fall down.
But there's 7 players. Yeah. I get it, yes, but there's also 7 guys blitzing.
He could blitz. He could run a slant.
I get it, but this guy blitzes every single play.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you.
If he would have did a touchdown with Cooper Rush and Noah Brown, is that stat padding?
He should have fell. If he threw that bomb, he should have fell.
Yeah,
to chew the clock out.
Two things. Yeah, he should have just fell. If you go back to my
but
game,
then he scores a touchdown with the running back. Stat padding. It's a third quarter.
You put in your backup. Your backup.
It's 54. It's 54. I had a 58 rated player getting reps in the fourth quarter of my game versus Edgar. This is my thing. Hold on, Flash, real quick. This is my thing. Everybody wants to play in a league where everybody is aligned, right? And so some people come and say, no, but it's a game. But then most people want to play in a franchise, right? So what happens? Trades occur, right? There's injuries. People don't want injuries. People don't even want fatigue because they want to play with their starters. In my opinion, I think we should be using fatigue because that's the point of building a roster. You're not playing just the top 22. You need more than 22. But no one wants to play like that. And I'm not. This is not against commissioners because that's not the case. Before someone misinterpreted as I'm saying the commission don't want to play like this. I mean, just in general, people in the league. There's so many different things. People have so many different opinions. That's why sometimes we have to take a hard stance on certain things. And y'all just gonna have to trust us. Why? Because the league has been running for fucking 8 years. So not everything we spend hours fucking arguing over whether this is a suspension or that's a suspension or that's a warning, and we're 8 commissioners. This should not be this difficult for leisure. That's something that gets lost in this whole situation.
That's fair. Y'all shouldn't be like I say when it comes to, I mean, and this is different, but the same thing applies. Like we y'all should not have to like coddle or overcompensate for for us. Like we all adults, we all grown. We understand what we're in this for. We understand the terms and conditions that we signed.
No, it's convey loss. My bad, Reda.
Yeah, you good. But yeah, so it's like we know we signed up for, and for y'all's part, as much as y'all gotta do to make sure all this goes as well as it has and as well as it does. Like, yeah, y'all shouldn't have to not like look at this. Look at this. He just jogs in, but y'all shouldn't have to overcompensate and like micromanage or have to micromanage for that because of certain cases. I fully agree with that.
Well, what I was gonna say is, if he had fallen down and put in like a running back, and let's say he runs a dive and he gets stopped, that's 40 seconds off the clock. He could run off.
Yeah.
Then another 40. Then another 40. So he just wasted 2 minutes right there. He's running clock. That's what they want us to do.
Yeah.
Not like I
Yeah.
understand the rules. I mean, I get it, but if he would have scored again in the third quarter with 4 minutes left,
With his backup running back, that would have been okay.
yeah,
Because the commissioners, it's still football. They don't want you to get to the 1 yard line and punt it or kick the field goal on first down, which I remember in the past niggas had done before. But it's like, you
I
want
did
that much.
that. I did that against Edgar.
And I was in the red zone versus JT last night, and I was just like, I'm gonna just kneel the ball. I don't even need the field goal. Like I don't need it. I just kneeled the ball and he got the ball back, and that was just what it was.
it's just like was that the first instance of stat padding this season in week 3?
I think that was the first clear one.
Gotcha.
But it was not the first because the one prior to that was debatable, which I was ready to suspend Kenny, but I was talked off the ledge because other people said, well, no, Darryl is still throwing or etc. Which at the end, all Kenny did was basically end up like, what was it? Oh, he stopped at the 1 yard line. Like, if you get a pick, right? If you're up like by 50 and you get a pick, like, what's the big deal with just laying down, like sliding, and then running vanilla offense and killing 4 minutes? Instead, people run it down and then they score again and then say, well, why am I getting suspended? It's like, like, be smart about those decisions. Like, yes, sometimes you're going to get in situations where people shouldn't be calling timeouts or etc. But at some point, like, you also have to just take the lead. Like, it's not that difficult. And this is not exclusive to Kenny, because Kenny has been pretty fine as a player, in my opinion. But
Yes.
this is a situation that occurred, and it's the first of its occurrence that we can speak to.
And it's a good it's like a good establishment of the rules. Like, all right, like y'all know now, y'all know. If you didn't know, now you know. And now it's one thing for this to have happened, like no precedent prior to this cycle. But now if it happens again, it's like, bro, you saw what happened with Kenny. Like now you just playing now. Like you're asking for it now. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's always gonna be that first person, but it's like in real life where
and if Kenny does it again, then it's a 4-game suspension for Dak. So,
right, like yeah, it just increases. It's like that second guy, because now the first is out the way, that second guy, especially if it's him, certainly, but like that second person is going to get like it's not going to be as kind of a conversation like, nah, like you catching these games because you saw what happened and you still went through with it. Yeah.
Jose, just give me 1 minute.
So is fatigue off in this league?
Trying to ice me.
No.
Is it off? No, I think it's on. It was somebody who was hella tired. It might have been Justin Fields.
If that's
Somebody
the case,
was
then
looking red.
Najee Harris gonna get MVP.
Yeah, it should have been. I didn't. I fell asleep, but from what I saw in the chat, I was like, damn, like he really getting the rock. Like, yeah,
That was like Cordell Patterson yesterday.
Yeah, let's
Like-
talk about that L. Can we talk about that L real quick? You got-
I'm focused on Detroit right now.
Oh,
That we don't need to speak about it. It happens. The players were excited to see Jimmy, and we took it for granted. We took having Jimmy back for granted, and that's the end of the discussion.
That's fair. I mean, that was rough.
It was indeed rough, but I also only had the ball for 8 minutes out of the
damn. Out of
40
32?
minutes. 32, sorry. Yeah. So he did the whole second half. He held the ball. He killed the clock. He ran the ball. He played a great game.
Sure.
I'm not saying that doesn't mean it's a good game. Just to be clear.
Is there ever a situation where a team is down 61-7 and they can be stat padding?
Yes and no. I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's like you've been shut down. So like you're at this point, you're just it's safe to say that you'll end up on a averaging out versus like actually stat padding.
Gotcha. Because I mean, it kind of can go both ways, right? I mean, you're
can.
running no huddle down 61-7. Is there room for that discussion? Hey, so are y'all playing yet?
Yeah,
Oh, y'all about to start up? I'll switch to the thing once y'all do.
yeah. All right, Jose, I'm going.
Yeah, send the invite again. I had to back out to. I forgot my depth chart. Reset it.
Yeah, you see, you bum.
Gonna be a good one. What's it? They both winning too, right? Season, Jose.
I'm 1-1.
Nah,
Oh my bad.
you're 2-1. You're 2-1, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna be a good game. I'm looking forward to it.
Jose got shafted.
Yeah.
No, it worked. He got the second. He got the
cool.
second W.
No, I did.
Yeah, that whatever happened last
Sure.
night with that fake advance, bro, that was weird as shit.
That was crazy. Like
I didn't get no win. I'm still
I
not.
was scared, a little scared.
Do anybody have an issue with practice or doing something during the franchise? Because I'm trying to sign a player and they resign it. And last night I did my practice, my weekly practice, and it didn't save it. And then since some kind of glitch or something is working for anybody.
I haven't had that issue.
Jose, what color you wearing, Jose?
Blue.
All right.
Damn, I can't even see
I don't
my
have so much time to develop this.
Well, we gotta be on point today.
I think I have white ones, to be honest.
I'm wearing gray, all gray.
Hey,
You want me to
I'm
work?
with that.
My uniforms don't come up, so I can't see what I'm wearing, to be honest.
You're wearing blue top and gray pants.
Is that good for you? Or is it
Um,
kind of trash?
That's fine. I can put
Also, this is a general question. Like y'all seen like these casts and stuff like this now a few times. Do y'all like it with the? Because I noticed yesterday I was watching yesterday's back, and a lot of the time it didn't have the game volume. Like, do y'all like it where it's just us talking, or would y'all rather have like game volume in the background too, in case like multiple people are playing and it's stuck on one channel?
Nah, it's better to just leave it without it, and you just talk about what game you're watching.
Okay, cool.
I
Because
agree.
if you're having multiple, then it's like it's gonna confuse people.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so what's your prediction for this game? Can we talk about it, or you trying to be humble?
Now we don't talk about predictions. We only
Okay.
give spoilers, and it's about to be a W.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
Hey, talk
Yeah,
your
brother.
shit.
Bum hack.
I need you to bounce back, dog.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
What time is it? I'm not playing this anymore.
What's the line? Give me the line before we start.
Line, I got damn, that's tough.
I got -3.
Detroit -2.
You mean that is the
Yeah. Good idea.
he says Seekers Lions +7.
Damn.
That's too much.
Yeah, I think it's more even.
Ah. Damn it.
Hey, Will, I tried that before I knocked out. I tried that honey on the on the Chipotle.
Hey, bro.
Oh, what? Like,
No,
oh,
that shit is, bro. Listen,
that shit's so good. So
man.
good.
Especially if you get like, I don't know if you get like hot or mild or whatever.
I
But
got yeah, I get the medium and I get the mild.
bro, that honey just takes it to another level, dog.
Yeah, like legit. I was like, that's probably what put me to sleep. I was like, this shit is good.
Yeah, man.
I still
Listen,
got some left too. After my game, I guess, or nah, after my game, I'm gonna be standing up and moving around and shit. I can be, but yeah, like nah, that shit was good.
once the first time I figured that shit out, that shit I've never not gotten it. And they look at me sideways when I asked, like, yo, can I get some honey? And they're like,
Yeah, bro, dude, look at me crazy. He was
he's like, honey. I'm like, yeah, you see back there, you got some honey back there.
I said, I was like, man, Will got this guy looking at me like I'm an absolute force. I'm gonna just stock up on some honey, just keep it here. I'll bring the food back.
Yeah, man. Nah, that shit is a game changer, bro.
Yeah, you definitely yeah, you definitely own something with that, dog. That's not to be a routine thing. I was using mumbo sauce, being from
How's the steak? The new one? Did you get it?
I got it like got half of the new steak and I got half chicken and my teeth been hurting lately. I don't know what that's like. Just a couple of them. I don't know what it's about. Ooh, oh
Nice.
shit. Oh,
Okay, Noah.
ooh. So yeah, I got it. It was good, but it was just like I think that shit kind of hurt a little bit. I was like, yeah, I need to just take a little L real fast.
Oh shit.
But it was good. It's better than regular steak. I can definitely say that. It's better than the regular steak, and it's better than the pollo asado. That shit is trash.
Is it? I never had it.
It flavor wise is good, but like the texture, it's like you eating like imagine. So for context, I went to a different Chipotle, one that's kind of closer to the stadium, so it's like right around the corner. I went there at like the end of April, got pollo asado, and I got the picture on my phone still, bro. It was like I was eating sushi. Like that shit was so soft and like it tastes like straight like fat, but soft fat though. That shit was nasty. I said never again do I do that.
Yeah, nah, I've never tried it. I don't have a Chipotle where I live. I gotta drive like an hour to go get it.
Damn, you know what though? That was me. That was me in Wisconsin. I had to drive like a solid hour. So I was eating Cadoba a lot. I had to drive like an hour for a haircut. So I started cutting shit myself. I had to drive an hour for Popeyes. Not that I go there often, but still.
Yeah.
a legit mall, and Chipotle among other.
Yeah, dog. But
It's
yeah.
rough in that Midwest. I'm trying to tell you.
But it's a good it's a good treat, you know. So
Facts, yeah, absolutely. Like you get excited. Like the drive, like when you go, the drive is it's not like
it's not bad.
about an hour. It's like, nah, I'm about to get there. I'm about to get my food. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. But you're in LA though. You should be able to eat some fire.
Yeah, I just got that. I mean, I do have I've had some great food experiences out here. Even when me and Mikey we went to a couple places a few weeks ago, and bro, it tell you I was toe up from this drink. We went on September 1st. We went to this one bar and then we went to another one. The second one, I get some boneless wings and like a watermelon mojito or something like that. First one, cool, right? I didn't run through it, but you know, I drank. I don't sound good. Let's see. That must have been a touchdown. Oh, sure enough. Yeah, it's like hot. Oh, I thought he was looking gritty. I'm a gritty. Well, maybe not tonight. I got a hell of a game ahead of me, but I'm gonna get my gritty right. Y'all gonna see it on camera. I'm not like when I play from now on, I'm not gonna stream through the PlayStation. I'm gonna put it up just like this. I'll put the camera a certain way on the computer, and I just be here. Y'all see everything you saw yesterday evening. So, but yeah, that second one though that I had, man, the drive home was like 18 minutes. That shit was tough. Oh man, I can't do that again.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot of options over there.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. Like and I know just
Anti-Wisconsin.
Oh man, that shit is like I think in a 3 mile radius, I've had or seen more than I saw within like an hour and a half in Wisconsin. Especially in terms of like quality options. Yeah.
I want to make it out there, try some of those chicken spots.
Yeah, because it's oh my god, there's some good chicken spots. If you come out here, I definitely link it to and me, I'm sure Mikey would too. Like we could all just like do something, and that's like the coolest thing about being out here. It's like, I mean, just really with the league in general, like the games are the games, and the competition is what it is. But I legit like talk to y'all more than anybody, like on the planet at this point.
Legit.
That shit is cool. Like it don't stop me from wanting to beat everybody the same way.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Dog, what is the receiver doing? I mean, what is the cornerback doing? What is he playing? Who is he playing?
He is just like the coach.
He went for the pick. Swift in real life is crazy, dog.
And yeah, he on something crazy right now, like you said. And he have like 10 yards of carry or something.
He's killing it. That play where he fell out on Sunday and then he just got up and crossed the whole side of the fucking field and scored. That was nuts.
They built something out like I think everybody's kind of like in agreement that Dan Campbell is like the people's champ of coaches. Like that was such a good call by the league to do them for Hard Knocks. That shit was perfect.
Yeah. Like they're like the team you can root for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the lovable loser type. Oh, speaking of Swift. Oh man, we're gonna get for a good one.
Oh, my game against Mikey, it says forecast heavy rain.
Damn. Woo.
Yeah.
Tampa for you. Yeah, it's gonna be once see how them boys react. I saw that Flash and Manny last night before they couldn't play. Had that heavy rain. I was like, that should not look ideal.
Oh, I hate my offensive line.
I have the 49ers in another league. It's so bad.
I should listen to Redo when he said, "Go to Broncos, go to Broncos, go to Broncos." I have that voice in my head.
There's no way. I mean, I guess you would avoid Mays, but
You should have took the Broncos. That would have been 2 wins for me every year.
Yeah, I thought that's where you were going with because you had like the 9th, 8th pick, something like that.
5th.
Yeah, even higher. I was like, going to get somebody that's really good. I thought it was gonna be Denver. But I think, I mean, all things considered, like that division just
Oh no.
you know, oh, you can't have that. Thank God for Jameson Williams.
Hey, Redo, we was talking about week 12 while you was gone.
You play somebody week 12. I forgot who though.
Marcus.
Oh, right.
And Jose plays Manny.
Ooh, who I play week 12? Let me go see who I play week 12.
I think I got you week 16. I was looking at the schedule earlier.
You know, I think that's right because I remember I see I think I got Reggie week 12. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good week.
Yeah, that's gonna be like one of those weeks where like, oh man, that's gonna be crazy. Like I feel like those games, I'm not playing. I mean, provided our me and whoever I play, I'm pretty sure it's Reggie though. That week, if it's us that's playing, I'm like, yo, I just need to see these 2 games real quick. We can play any other time, but these 2 games are appointment viewing.
I'm
I gotta get it for both.
I'm looking forward to playing Marcus, man. I own one.
Hey,
Yeah.
question. How do you know? How do you know how to be defense like cover 2, cover 3, cover 4? Like you just practice a play, right? Like you know the weaknesses about those formations of covers, but you just try to get a play, like figure out how to beat it, right?
It's I'll hit you up separately. Because I don't with this game going on, I don't want to like say something that might interrupt what they're doing, but I'll hit you up about it. Oh, I play Brandon week 12, so I mean that should be fine. And Reggie after that.
oh, that's whack. Horrible.
Oh wow. Damn.
You going for it?
Let's see
What's
what
my
happens.
name, dog?
Analytics, C. Staley.
Facts.
Hey, that Thursday night game tomorrow is gonna be so trash.
Which one?
The Browns Steelers, the real life Thursday night.
Oh, that's tomorrow. I gotta watch these games. I actually have to like pay attention. That's gonna be so bad and ugly. I'm not even looking forward to it at all.
Yeah, not Trubisky versus Brissett. Like,
Oh God, that's so bad. Our only hope, and it's not gonna happen because Pickett, but our only hope is that we somehow get Mason Rudolph and Miles Garrett. That's like a 2% chance.
oh man. Is Manny playing soon?
He said he and Flash playing around 10 on the East, which should kind of put him like right now for very soon.
That should be a good one. Manny, if Manny go 0-4, dog.
I'm like, you
It's over?
oh, like what is going
Nah,
on? And that's
It's over, Will.
nah, it's not over, but it's over.
I mean, it's over. You got to tank for the next season, right?
It's over right now. If we being real, it's over right now. Like,
Hey. I just want to say I got one W.
what's up?
He doesn't have a W yet.
Yeah, the fact that he doesn't have a win is
Buffalo? Like,
You said it. I did it.
if he plays Flash,
I just don't know how he gonna be able to contain Lamar, but we'll see.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know either. And Flash is like really emphasizing running that ball with him too. So it's just like you just gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for the entire hour playing against the Ravens right now. But what's his schedule? Because me personally, 0-3, I'm looking at the divisions. I'm looking at like I think.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the schedule now.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I got many here. So, I'm sorry. All right. So he go against Flash now, then Steelers, then Will, then he got a bye, and then he got the Packers, and then Nick.
So we got Flash, B, Will, Phil, and Nick.
Nick.
Losing the Flash. He'll beat.
What's he like 2-6 there?
Yeah, something like that. He'll beat B.
Why'd you say Will?
2-6 maybe. 1-7 because he ain't beating me.
I saw his post earlier talking about he got he's doing mental gymnastics on you, so you think he might be able to get you.
Oh yeah. But listen, I'm not talking to Maze no more. Like that shit is done. I thought like don't talk to me. Somebody said that shit. If you haven't beaten me, don't at me. And that's my mood.
I think I don't think he might beat Phil because if Phil got a pass, then anybody can beat him. But at the absolute best, like best case scenario, maybe overly ideal, he'll win 3, but I don't see him winning more than 2.
I think I found it.
I gotta get this preparation in order. I gotta like really get into this. No, I'm keeping my shoes on first. All right.
This shit made me want to load up right now. Like I want to play.
I was so ready yesterday. Today I don't feel it as much, but it'll be by the time the game starts, I'll be good. When I see that opposition, I'm like looking at all the X factors and superstars. I'm like, all right, I gotta be in tune. But let's think about it though. Could Manny legitimately make a play? I mean, my opinion is no, because you got Ty's gonna win the division. Plain and simple. You have I'm gonna say Reggie and Flash both come out of the North, however which way it goes. So 3 spots, 2 division spots, and 1 wild card already. Whoever wins the South will be in, and I could see a case in which me and Bean make it, perhaps. But let's go to the West before we talk about the South. West, I think Broncos Marco win, but that division got some. There's no bad team in that division.
Yeah, I see more 2 coming out of everywhere except the AFC East. potentially.
I can see that too.
That I don't see like Ty is the favorite because he's the best player,
Right.
but I'm not discounting Brandon just because his team is really good. And he's decent. I ain't gonna front. He's decent, and
Yeah.
once he knows how to use the team properly, I think he can turn it around. That team has too much talent to not be good.
Yeah.
To
I
me.
think like my concern with not so much a concern, but my question regarding him was like that team. I mean, granted, the offense is nice and they got Mostert, so they got like a very good Madden running back. I mean, he's cool in real life too, but like he's made for Madden for speed though. But I'm like, you picked a team that I don't, in my opinion, just off of what I've seen on the tape over the past couple of years, that team is built towards your worst ability on offense, which is passing. Couple that with you got two or two Teddies. How you look at it, they're the same quarterback. They are the same quarterback.
Yeah, one's just left-handed.
Right, exactly. Which way do you want to go? Are we southpaw or are we orthodox?
Did y'all see that video on Twitter of they flipped Tua's throw to right-handed?
Oh, you posted it, right? Because I think I saw
Yeah.
it. Watch it. I need to go back and
Bro, that shit was sick. It
Oh,
looked
man.
so fluid.
Yeah, I gotta go back and check it out then. But I just don't know, like, I don't know, man. Like, he could make the playoffs, maybe like that last wild card spot, but I don't know. I don't know.
Fuck, man.
It's almost halftime. We just talked this whole first half.
Was there collusion in that Jimmy G trade?
What?
Did you give him a good deal? Did you cause your family or what?
Nah, just that's the one the only offer I had. I mean, I had another team interested in him, then he backed out. So I guess he didn't want to resign it either. So I guess at least I get a third.
Well, now that you traded him, do you want to disclose
I
that?
feel like he's roll me something. All right.
Damn, C's robbed his own family, bro.
Yeah, I thought you should have put some bloodline tax on that one.
But it is a rental, right? So
Yeah, also true.
I kind of get it.
I mean, but for it to be a third, that's
Madden ain't real life. Hey man, the drag route is it.
I need some
I was doing the schedule. Wow.
Look at that play call. That's nice.
The custom playbook.
It gotta be.
Named it Dan Campbell.
Is that the Detroit playbook?
So that's my custom playbook. Bro.
I think so. Yeah, I know they were like that's supposed to be one of the nicest ones. I hadn't used it,
That
but
strategy on defense, throw overseas is defending.
oh,
That was a dot.
you got a good one. I'll be right back.
Good shit.
I knew that was going there, but my guy didn't turn around.
It was evident the minute Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't turn around on that.
Who saw Marcus playing this year?
Who?
Marcus Garm.
I haven't watched any of his games yet, but
Oh.
Don't throw that corner route to Metcalf. I'm gonna pick that up.
What? What the fuck was that?
Told you, don't throw it.
that was terrible.
Bro, he had position. How
He
did the
was
guy
like-
go under him?
Right. And Fant is what, 6 something? And yeah, that's
You know,
Jimmy G was better being on the bench for the Niners.
you know what he didn't have? That dog.
The Kansas is calling me now from the phone on the field. Take me back.
I got caught in the mix-up. You fucked my shit up.
I got that cover 3. That cover 2, tackle 2.
No, I had to. It had my left guy, the cornerback from the left hand side.
It took off the auto flip. It's helped me with that. So to stop like the route from fucking up.
Fucking stupidity.
damn 17 straight.
And you missed the block? Come on. Get your head in the game, see?
No roughing?
You see that? He paid off the rust.
Yo, that's wild.
Hey, take any and talk it over at halftime, see? That's a pig.
Oh, no flag. Hey man, that pick was wild.
How much time you got left? My bad. I'm yelling at my kid.
Ah, come on, give me some time.
Can't get a Boston again. Yeah, come on.
Uh-oh, we got an injury.
Oh, we got a. Did I miss a touchdown?
Yeah, Jose scored before the half.
Oh, nice. Oh, ooh.
He's living life on the edge.
Man, I'm telling you. Well, I'm playing in LeBron's tonight. I don't know what that means, but I'm doing it for you.
Hey, man. Do work.
I
That's what I need.
need a LeBron type performance against these all-stars.
Yeah, just like he did against the Warriors.
Yeah, facts. Ah.
Oh, jeez, what are you doing?
This would be a good move.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay.
Don't tell me you missed the 20-yarder, dog.
Yeah, I went through a streak like that previously.
I'm still sick
Right.
of missing that field goal at the end of regulation against Mark, dog.
Dang.
When the controller starts pulsing and like you can't really see the fucking arc. That was a terrible feeling.
No, can't do this shit. How am I gonna be cover two? Come on.
You gotta go to the trainer, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, the Verdad, it tells you what to do. It tells you what to look for.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes I get confused. I know, like, how to be, pero que es como que yo siempre voy para el mismo sitio. No me sale más nada.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Flash and Manny started. Hey, I'm also. I'm about to start shortly too, so I'm gonna give y'all the y'all got the ability to switch to whatever game y'all want. As far as on the Zoom, like you can share the screen and pull the YouTube up and watch whoever.
We need multiple devices.
Word, exactly. Maybe or they need a
Red zone.
broadcast ability. Multiple shared screens or something.
Ah, come on, that's fast.
Oh damn, you had that hole wide open, bro.
I was trying to throw the drag though.
Hey, at least your punter's a star, superstar.
That's the only fucking superstar on my team.
Jameson will get there.
Bump that shit, man.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I think I could go for it.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Oh.
Ooh. Hey, he got some twitch to him.
Damn. This is a good ass game right here.
Wow.
We're playing chess out here, boy. Let's fucking go.
You playing Redo?
What's up?
You playing out?
I feel like I'm just about ready. I feel like I'm just about. I mean, I'm getting ready, but I feel like I'm close, as close as I'm going to be. Well, offensive line not ready. I won't tell you that right now. No, I'm sorry.
They had Jalen Mills sitting in free agency.
Yeah, somebody Ty just released my last week on the game.
Shit. Must be nice. Wow.
Yo, come on. Oh, wow.
That is tough.
Damn, that hurts.
Oh, lucky. Lucky.
Mm. All right, boys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, y'all know what? I got a
Go
stream,
fucking
so
play.
I can't have this on. I can't have it live, but I can keep it. I can keep it on. I just got in the actual live portion of the stream, which y'all can stay on if y'all want.
All right.
Um. Stop the share. For a second.